What the hell?
I think we're live. This is it. We're not yet streaming live on YouTube, guys. That's not happened.
We just turn this on to Silencio.
We're streaming, guys. How do I see it? I want to see the chat. Let's do it. We're live. Let me just. I don't trust. I wonder the people that listen to this full podcast.
Yeah.
I wonder what you make of this bit at the start, where it's us just checking stuff. Do you listen to this bit, or are you sensible enough that you skip past it?
Yeah, hit that thing that sends you 10 seconds forward.
We're adding. I mean, we're talking this time, which is what we don't normally do, to try and include you. And I have to say that view your channel. I have to say that if you're a freeloader, you're getting the free podcasts. We're adding. You're getting the whole free podcast. You're getting the whole full 2.5 hours, whatever it is. I say 2.5 hours. It lowers their expectations. So I don't need to click record. I don't need to set a timer. What I need to do is this. Boom, straight in. Nearly went in with the wrong thing there. That's the kind of vibe we got. Catherine, why don't you just talk into the microphone? Give me some levels.
Let's see. Mark Peckham says, this is the best bit.
Shut up.
And Dean Clark is swanking, I say, about the temperature in Cape Town, 32 degrees Celsius.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the show. It's a free show tonight. And what that means is the people that have paid are paying for the freeloaders, right? So if you're a freeloader, just consider what that means. Other people who, judging from our fan base, are probably from a very low socioeconomic background. So, you know, this is a lot of money to them. They're paying for you freeloading middle and upper class scumbags, basically. Yeah. So consider helping them out by giving me and Catherine money.
Think of it as like a tariff, a trade tariff. Think of it like that.
Yeah.
You know, they're fed up of your freeloading.
So how do you do it? Well, if you're watching the video, there are 2 QR codes. One scans the Patreon, one scans the Ko-Fi. Scan those. If you're listening to the podcast and you're getting the full 3 hours this week, again, thanks to the Patreons, thanks to people like Jimbo and Katifa and John Harris and other people, Graham Campbell.
Great people, all great people.
Go to patreon.com/Iain and Catherine, patreon.com/IAIN and Catherine with a K. I believe we have new Patreons this month, and I would absolutely love to say a big thank you. Tom Gibbo, Too Right Buddy, and Gareth Worthy.
Oh, I love a Gareth.
New Patreons, thank you. For as little as £3.99 a month. Shut up, big boy. You, big boy, okay? As little as £3.99 a month. The price of 1.5 coffees from those awful coffee shops. You get access to pretty much 4 shows a week, 4 shows a month, 3 this month. You get access to over 2.5, I'm calling it 2,500 hours of podcasts and videos. Even if you sign in for a month, download all of the podcasts and videos, and then unsubscribe, we get it. That's the deal. That's how it works sometimes.
You're make it work for you. Make it work for you. Duck in. Get all the stuff. Nick off.
We don't look at the exit. People sometimes leave a message as to why they left. They used to be. I remember people used to say, "Oh, we left because they weren't as active as we wanted." What the fuck? That was when we were doing 2 shows a week.
That's because they thought we were OnlyFans.
That's when we were doing 2 shows a week. Yeah. Screw those guys. Busy show tonight. Is Ruth Husko coming on the show?
Yeah, I spoke to her last night, and she said she can't do today, but she's going to do, we said the 9th of May.
So when I asked you, is Ruth Husko coming on the show tonight just then, and you said
yeah. You
said yeah.
I started the response before you said tonight.
We could rewind the tape, and I hope someone will and sends in that clip. Okay,
That would be pointless.
That's good because I haven't planned anything. It is getting wild on the Eldorado Facebook page. It is getting wild to the point where I've had someone banned from there.
Oh, I was going to say, do you have anything to do with that wildness?
Well, first of all, someone, and I genuinely don't know who it is, keeps posting pictures from Eldorado, but then superimposing your face on it and my face on it. Should we have a little look?
What?
And I don't know who it is. And it's we'll see if we can find one. Let's have a little look.
I'm not sure how I feel about my image being used.
You have no control over it, Catherine.
No.
Media, let's have a little look.
This is why
There we go. Marcus with a young, overexcited fan. Looks like Ruthie Henschel. Lol, I thought that was Martine McCutcheon. It's fake. Dresses like Pilar. That's Linda Bloody Pollock. So there's that. And then I've popped up in a couple of pictures. I mean, there we go. That's, a fan gets to meet the cast during some downtime. There we go. Blair's aged quickly. It must have been special to meet Iain Lee. So that's going on, right?
And then, of course, someone jumps in and says, she does the Specsavers advert. Every time Julie Fernandez, for that is her name, features in any photograph, someone pipes up with that one.
So anyway, someone posted some weird thing. Someone, clearly a troll, posted that they'd had a post taken down, and someone went, yeah, it's because you actually put something really, really offensive. And I then replied to the initial post saying, what a bell. So that person then messaged me privately.
What to say they weren't a bell?
There's a C word's coming up, sorry. Who you calling a bell, C word, with your fake profile? A lot of people think I'm fake.
Yeah.
Right. So I then replied, rip. Then they got banned from the page. Catherine, would you like to read this post?
I would like to, but unfortunately the lack of punctuation is going to make it tricky. So bear with, guys, bear with. Oh no, I've been banned from the Eldorado group for life, lol. Your TV career is as sad and pathetic as you are.
Yay.
No one likes our grass.
Oh.
You got nothing going on in your life, you sad little Z-lister. Full stop.
Yeah.
This is what makes me laugh about so-called TV personalities like you. Ah, comma. Just block or delete. It's simple, but no, not you. Sitting there crying cause I called you the C word after you called me a bell. End. I've been called far worse. Sticks and stones. Tongue face, tongue face, tongue face, tongue face, tongue face.
So I then replied, rip lollers. But what does it say under my message, Catherine?
Couldn't send.
They blocked me. So that is what's been going on the... Then I felt really bad, right? Because obviously oh, hang on, let me just go to the proper shot. Then I felt really bad because I've been a little bit of a naughty boy on the Facebook page, and I reported this person, and one of the admins got in touch saying, Iain, really sorry this has happened. If you get anything else like this, let me know.
Oh, you're in a privileged position. That's why it's getting you heat from the plebs.
I am having such a great... We're watching El Dorado tonight, but I am now aware of... like Billy Pilgrim in Slaughterhouse 5, I've become unstuck in time. I can see the whole of the El Dorado thing from... so I know what happens.
Oh.
I know who dies in the bath. So I've become ethical. Iain, I'm off Twitter. Considered posting on Twitter tonight about the show, and I thought, no, I won't.
I posted on Blue Sky.
Yeah, I saw.
Yeah.
Come to Blue Sky.
Yeah.
It's tumbleweed, but if you've got anything to share it there.
I would prefer it.
I'm off Twitter, and do you know what? I look at it. If I'm bored, I'll look on Twitter twice a day for about 3 or 4 minutes, and I just go, nah.
Yeah, every time I look on there, I find what I think I'm going to find.
Yeah, I don't need it. So I'm off Twitter. I'm off Amazon. Now, I'm subscribed on Amazon until September, but I'm really making a concerted effort to not buy stuff from Amazon and to pirate films that I would watch through Amazon. I mean, I'll watch them, but if from them pirate. And it's going great, guns. I think it's been about a month since I bought something off Amazon, and I'm really enjoying it. I ordered, and I treated myself, right? I have these notebooks, and I get through them at a rate of knots. And I've been buying the cheap hardback Amazon ones. I've treated myself to a green softback moleskin And the thing about not being on Amazon is it takes a bit longer for the stuff to get you, and quite often it's a bit more expensive. Not always, actually, but that's the cost of ethics.
I had an ethical fail yesterday.
Go on.
Inspired in part by you, but also by the fact that...
Did you bum Netanyahu?
No.
Okay. I just
All these
wondered.
people, inspired in part by you, but also by world events, I decided that I was going to bail as well on Amazon. Screw you, Bezos.
Yeah.
And I paused my Amazon Prime. And then my eldest came home from school and said she really needed 2 books by tomorrow. And so I unpaused it. But I will pause it again indefinitely at some point.
But also Amazon has become so ingrained into how we shop and how we think and exist as human beings. For a lot of us, some of you will never have used it, that it's difficult to get out of that, I need it tomorrow. And it's slightly different because your kid needed it for school, and okay, that's fair enough. You're not going to pop down to Waterstones. And who knows, if I really, really needed something tomorrow, although actually I don't know what that might be. But I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the challenge of having to look for a different website to buy stuff. Speaking of buying stuff, I am a sucker for a Facebook ad. You put an ad on Facebook and I'm like, click on it.
You get some strange ones.
I'll click on it. What was the one I bought the other day? About 3 or 4 weeks ago now.
Oh, yeah, the Petrichor spray. Has it arrived yet?
Spray. It arrived today.
Oh, let's have a sniff.
I haven't sniffed it yet. There was an advert for Petrichor linen spray, right? And I was like, oh, shit, I'll have some of that.
Petrichor, of course, being the smell of the earth after rain.
Now, I have not... Oh, someone's pinging me. I bet someone pinging saying, don't do it! Okay.
What if it is a plan? What if it's a plan to destroy the earth?
Oh, excuse me, I'm unboxing it. Oh, whoa, I'm unboxing it. Oh, it made me anxious then. Why did you do that?
I just wanted to see.
No. Okay, so this is...
Wait, what if it is a chemical weapon?
I'll use it on you first. Right, so this is the smell of petrichor, thunderstorm, rum and linen mist. Okay, well, it's a glass bottle. Okay. Now, I held off buying the bonfire. I've got this. This is actually, it was $14.99. This is actually a decent size for that. Are you ready? I'm going to do 1, 2, 3 sprays. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Smells like...
What does it smell like? Does it smell like
flowers?
petrichor?
It smells like green flowers.
We're going to go 1, 2, 3. All right. 1, 2, 3. It smells of disappointment,
Do
doesn't
you know
it?
what it smells like? Fresh washing.
It's not petrichor, is it? Well, it says here, it doesn't say, it says thunderstorm.
And linen.
No,
it says
rum and linen mist. Thunderstorm.
So, let's see what it says on the back. Our thunderstorm blend contains petrichor, fresh English peppermint, and oak moss.
Why would you put peppermint in?
For a nostalgic, comforting scent that is unique and unusual. Don't spray it on leather, varnished, or skin.
Okay, well, let's not go through the do's and don'ts.
Manufactured by Northern Soul Scents Limited, Clay Flats Industrial Estate.
Okay, we don't need to read it.
I think, is that Coventry, CA?
I'm spraying.
Cardiff?
Let's let it settle on my clothing.
Is this going to be nice on the podcast? Do you want the lid for that?
Spray the sofa.
Oh. The description screams we couldn't get the mix right, so threw in a peppermint to give us a loophole.
This isn't petrichor.
tell you who you want on that, Little, and she's got magic nose. She'll tell
Yeah,
you exactly
she has.
what it is.
She has. Well, that's disappointing. Yeah, that's disappointing.
It's a pleasant scent.
I feel I should just say before I'm going to say something. I'm going to say something. He's okay. Alistair, a good friend of the show, is in hospital.
Yeah.
He's okay. But he's been a little bit poorly. He's in hospital. I think he's waiting for. He's getting transferred to another hospital to have. Is it an angioplasty? He won't mind me saying this. But he's fine. I've been chatting to him on the phone. So I'd say that just so. I saw Gatford was in the room. Gatford, your thoughts and prayers will be gratefully appreciated. And if anybody wants to, we'll open the phones in a bit. If anyone wants to phone and leave a message for him or send an email to us, and we'll pass all of that on. I've been speaking to him. He's doing all right. When I spoke to him this morning, he said, Iain, can you just wait a minute? And it was the person coming to take his food order for the day. I think maybe he's not well, because I think I overheard him ask for beans and broccoli.
Oh.
No.
Surely that's an explosive combo.
I nearly hung up at that point and thought, screw you, old man. But I thought I'd share it because I know he's got a lot of fans in the room. And so if you whatever you do, if you pray, if you want to email, whatever you want to do to send a message into the universe to hurry up his recovery. He's going to be okay. He is okay. A bit of surgery, but he'll be okay. But so let's hurry up his recovery, because I'll be honest, I like taking the piss out of him when he phones in.
Yeah, we need
him.
And
I miss that.
We need him back in action.
Maybe we'll give him a call a bit later. We'll see. So there we go. All right,
He suggested he might be available to call us.
Did
didn't
he?
Yeah, he said he was thinking of calling.
Oh, should we give him a call?
Then?
Should we give him a call?
Give him a try. What time is it? It's not.
It's
not
7:08.
Food time. When do they chuck out visitors?
About 8, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Let's give him a call. I want Alistair new, because he got a new phone number. Let's just give this guy a call. Let's see.
Hello.
Alistair, this is Davina. You are live on Channel 4. Watch your language. Can you please address Katherine, myself, and the 10,000 people watching this live stream? Can we get an Ali update, please?
Address Katherine.
Oh, feedback.
Yeah. Sorry, I was just turning the volume off the other phone when I was watching you.
Oh, he's been watching.
Are you watching?
Yeah.
So you can see everyone saying nice things about you then, Alistair.
Yeah. Well, I knew I had people that like me.
Yeah.
For some reason, I know it's a heart thing, not a leg thing, but I just have this image of you lying on a bed with one leg in a cast, lifted up in the air.
What, like Laurel and Hardy?
Yeah, I do have that image of you.
Alistair, did you have beans and broccoli? That's the main source of concern.
I think so. Yeah. I can't remember now. That's tomorrow. But
Oh, okay.
I might be discharged tomorrow because I've had the procedure.
Oh, you had it. It happened today, did it?
It did happen about 4:15.
Beautiful. How are you feeling,
Took an
man?
hour and a quarter. I feel all right. They put a stent in.
Yeah.
And the surgeon said that there's evidence of moderate disease in the other artery, but should be able to be treated with tablets.
Brilliant.
And then monitored in outpatients. So I'm just really relieved that it's all over, as it were, because, they'll monitor me in hospital overnight, and if there are no follow-up issues, then I'll be home tomorrow to see my cat.
Yeah, baby.
So, and, thanks for all your help and support, Iain, over the week.
That's all right, man. We've been thinking of you.
Catherine as well.
Catherine's done nothing, I'll be honest, mate.
If anything, I was a hindrance, wasn't I?
Yeah, she slowed
saying,
everything.
Don't phone him up. Don't phone him up.
Yeah, that's why I didn't call you the other day. I was getting it in the old ear hole.
As if I would, Alistair.
But I'm going to have to. I'm going to thank all the staff, obviously, because they've been brilliant, and apologise again for my
flatulence.
Hissy fit that I had in the week when everything had been cancelled due to this.
I think you're entitled. You know, you're not well. You've been in hospital for ages. It dragged on a bit. I suspect they've had far worse, and I know you've apologised to them, and that stuff happens, man.
Yeah, it was just the pathology lab. They lost the first sample.
Quincy fucked up.
This is something called CPE, which is patients catch it in hospital, I think, or that's where they catch it mostly.
Yeah.
And that's why they had to test me before I had the op, because they couldn't test me without knowing, because obviously it'd be dangerous to the surgeons and to me if they did. And I had it, but I didn't have it. So it was hurrah, hurrah. No, it was negative, and I could have everything done.
Well,
so,
listen, I'm glad they've done it. I'm glad you're feeling okay. My fingers are crossed you get home tomorrow and get to spend some time with the cat. And, yeah, man, let's speak tomorrow.
Yeah, Catherine, how are your cats doing? How's all your cats? Iain's and Catherine, how are your cats doing?
They're all fine. Yoshi is a right moaner, Alistair. Honestly, he gets right on my nerves. He moans in the morning. Rah, rah, she's starving me. People come round. Rah. I've said he's just been fed. Don't believe him. And then about 4:30, he starts moaning because at 5 o'clock he gets fed. Rah, rah. But it's like, and then as I'm getting the food out, he stands up on his back legs and shouts in my face. He's a right little git, but I love him.
Is Yoshi the one that looks like a dog, really?
Yes. He looks like a polar bear.
Massive.
Yeah, he's a big lad. He's a big lad and he's noisy. Sounds like someone else I know.
Rude.
How's Lucy? Is it Lucy Apples?
Well, if you look on Catherine's left shoulder, there's Lucy Apples. And Catherine, if you just move out of the way a bit, they'll be able to see Hope. If you're going to have to, I think you might have to stand up actually and just move.
Hang on, no.
No.
This way?
Go that way. Go that way.
Oh, yeah, I see.
There's...
Bye.
Keep going.
Goodbye.
There's Big Boy and there's Hope. She's the new foster. So you can see Hope and Lucy Apples have taken over the place.
Ah, yeah.
So that everyone's doing very, very well.
Has Lucy's weight got to proper weight now?
She's at a proper weight now. She's very, very healthy, yeah. Everyone's doing
well. Lovely.
Yeah, she's a real little star. I love her very much. Pat's is still a bit nervous, but is calming down a bit. And Pat slept on the bed with me last night. So it's all good. We're getting there, man. We're getting there.
All right. Well, have a good show. And, I'll speak to you tomorrow, Iain, okay?
Love you, brother. See you later on. Ciao.
Goodbye.
I don't know why I did it on that and not via Skype, where people could have heard.
Because you're an old-fashioned man with old-fashioned ideas.
And an old-fashioned millionaire. Too many caps. Right.
Fanny asks, Yoshi, is that a Japanese name? Yes, because his sister is Yoko. I was only supposed to get Yoko.
Is Yoko a Japanese name?
A bit, yeah. I was only supposed to get Yoko, and then there was only one cat left, and can't well leave them, can you?
That smell has gone.
I don't think it has. That you've got used to it.
I don't really smell. Smells don't take with me. A lot to talk about, Catherine. First of all,
great.
As you know, I've only recently discovered. You're going to like this, right? I've only recently discovered. And recently, like in the last 8-9 months, how to pay with your phone for things, right? You know I'm quite new to the how to pay with for your thing with phones. What are you laughing already?
Are you really gonna? Okay.
What?
It's exciting, isn't it?
It is exciting.
I remember when I did that for the first time, and for the first few times, I held my breath thinking it wasn't going to work.
Well, this is it. For me, it's still 50-50, right? And I've been in places where
because your phone's going, what, really? We're doing this?
Well, and I've been in places where I've been out without my wallet. It's like, shit, I've tried it and it's not worked. And then I was trying to buy a car park, parking ticket, and I was holding it and it wasn't going. And I was in the post office. The post office, it went quite quickly. Then I went to the chemist's. Now, in the chemist, before I had someone to help me out, right? And I went in and I said, I want to get this. And she goes, okay. And I said, I'll pay with my phone, but I don't really know. It doesn't always work. And she went, okay. So I'm holding it, right? I'm holding it like this. The phone, you can't see it. Right. So I'm holding the phone. She goes, no. Why don't? And it wasn't working. And I kept saying, oh, I don't know. She goes, no, turn it round.
Yeah.
So I turned it like that.
No.
So I turned it upside down to the screen facing the thing. She went, no, do it the other way. So then I turned it on its side with it. She goes, can I? And she took my phone and she flipped it over and she said, the chip is in the back of the phone.
Yeah.
Ba-ding, straight through. I went to the lady selling the Big Issue. Ba-ding, straight through. I went to WH Smith's because now they're closing. I'm buying all the chocolate from there. Ba-ding. I went to Marx's for a sandwich. Ba-ding, ba-ding, ba-ding.
Yeah.
I have been doing it wrong.
Because I think I had the similar impulse when I first started using Contactless. That's what it's called. To show it the picture. I would put the picture up and show it the picture. But I don't think the technology is interested in the picture. I think it's interested in some sort of signal, some magic signals. And as you say, yeah, for the back.
Yes, then it asks for my passcode to prove who I am, and then I get a ping saying 70p on the parking.
Yeah.
£4.35 in the chemists. £5 with the Big Issue lady. I'm watching the chat, and do you know what? I'm prepared to put everybody in a timeout.
He's not going to stand for any nonsense tonight.
Manic Jazz says, I'm launching a business at a trade show on Sunday. I've got a card machine that takes phone payments. I've got a card machine that takes phone payments for when I sell merch.
And Manic Jazz, I hope you get lots of bedings too.
So that's one thing there. What the fuck was... Sorry. Something... just everybody hold the line.
Does everyone just calm down? Just hold your horses.
Someone's bought 3 T-shirts.
Oh, how exciting.
It is exciting. Right. So, other things. Everyone says chat GBT instead of chat GPT. Have you noticed that?
Well, you pointed it out yesterday and... No, I haven't, but yeah.
Everybody says chat GBT.
GPT.
GBT.
GPT.
GBT. Not at all. Hey, I'm going to Stroud tomorrow to go and hang out at the Cave. RMC, well, it's the Retro Collective now. We've had Neil on from the Retro Collective, and me and my mate Conan are going to go down there and we're going to geek out over Oryx, VIC-20s, and other old computer game systems. Paulie D says he always says chat GPT. Okay, well, you're the exception.
I can believe that. You're a man of precision. I don't use ChatGPT. Can I give you my recommendations for AI technology?
Go do it.
Okay, so there's one called Blaze, AI Blaze, not to be confused with Blaze AI. That's really good. It's a Chrome extension, so it reads any website for you. So, for example, I don't know, say you were a teacher and you had to look at kids' websites and you were looking for certain things, you can put your prompt in there and it'll look for it for you if it's on the website. It's really handy. Another great one, and you will have heard of this one, it's called Gemini. It's Google's very own...
I am Gemini. How can I help you today?
AI, and it's more up to date. Here's another one. If you're doing research and you need to be able to find the web pages that you're citing, not just the citations, put in one called Perplexity. It's really good. They're my 3 AI recommendations. Join me again next week for more.
Richard Allsorts
is
messaging me, and I have no idea what about. He's messaged me directly using my the hot phone. Not aware. You turned. Oh, someone posted a flag. I didn't see a flag. No, I timed them out for being a dick. Did they have a racist flag? Can a flag be racist? Give us a call now. Yeah, of course it can. It's flags. All flags are racist by their very definition of what a flag is.
Liam Murky, welcome. Daughter says, thanks. I knew some of you would be AI fans.
Harsh says, I'm very jealous, Ian. Can we get update after your visit? Oh, you certainly can. I'd like to talk about... I was a guest this week on the computer game show, and it was a disappointing experience. And I'll tell you for why. I don't think this was part of the show. I think this was the chat before the show. I cannot remember. Maybe it was during the show. David Turners doesn't have a pet.
He's got 2 small children. That'll do.
They're talking... Don't worry, Richard. They're talking about getting a dog, right? But him and his wonderful wife, the very, very patient Jo, She's
Saint.
the patience of 1,000 saints, the patron saint of patience, wants the dog. Now get this, wants the dog. Right, so David wants the dog to have a human name. That's fine.
I like that.
That's fine.
I told you I met a Simon once.
Yeah.
They were shouting, Simon, Simon. I was looking for a kid or, I don't know, an older chap. No, a Labrador came bounding out of the bushes. Simon.
So, okay, so if they had a dog called Simon, what would its name be?
Simon Turner's.
Right. David doesn't think a pet should have the surname of its owners.
Well, it could have a middle name of an extra surname if you'd rather.
But it has to have your surname.
The vet will give it the surname whether you like it or not.
I had to take the three OGs, Lux, Pats, and Biggest, to get their jabs this week. And I phoned up and I booked up. I said, my cats need to get their jabs. What are their names? I said, Lucky, Patty, and Big Boy, and their surname is Lee. So it's Lux Lee, Pat's Lee, Biggest Lee. It's now Lucy Apples Lee. Oh, that's quite nice, isn't it? That's their name, right? What? It's like saying, I don't want my kids to have the same surname as me.
Well, I was going to say, what is quite upsetting for me is that now my cats have got my ex-husband's surname. Now, he never wanted the cats. So it feels like an honour. He just should not be...
Well, change that.
Can I do it by deed poll? Do I have to do it?
Well, but it turns out with cats, all you need to do is just get their booklet thing and scribble it out and write it in if you want to change their name. That's the legal
I'm more worried about the cats having his name than the kids. Obviously, he's kind of earned them.
Change it. Why? I'm surprised. Change it.
Yes. Well, I'm not that bothered.
I would speak to the cats first to see what they want to do.
I say, do you want to go? And he'll say, I don't want them. There's one he likes, but the other.
No, ask the cats. Do you want which? Listen, Mummy and Daddy are splitting up.
Yeah.
You get to choose your surname.
That.
You get to choose it. What do you want? Do you want A or B?
And you know what Yosh will say? I want Sheba.
Yeah.
That's all he wants. Just food. Sometimes we have Sheba. Sometimes we have the cheap stuff. Depends where we are in the month.
I was talking to a friend of mine on Zoom the other day on WhatsApp video call. It's very good. And he was making his lunch for his dog, right? But he was making lunch. He was cutting stuff up, grated some carrot on it. I thought, that's really good. I don't do that. Click live, Stuart. I don't do that. So I've started doing that. I've started buying, not every day, because there's 5 cats in this house. So we'll get a bit, but I have started buying nicer lunches. So they still have their shit in the morning and shit in the evening.
Yeah.
Last couple of days, I've cooked them a bit of chicken.
Nice.
I have...
How did they react?
Pat's got the runs. I've got them some ham. Pat's got the runs. I've got them some nicer... Actually, I've always had nicer biscuits. I forgot to open it. And I'm enjoying... Cooking for the cats. The chicken. You wrap it up in a bit of foil, put it in the air fryer, 15 minutes, got fresh chicken.
Your love language is service to cats.
It is. I only learnt what love languages were this week.
Because of your training.
Because my couples.
So go through
training.
it. Let's work out what they are.
There's 5, right? There's giving gifts, saying nice things, sexy lingerie.
Oh, yep. Is it?
Video games and cars.
Is this your birthday wish list? Because I thought it was like service, touch, say nice thing, affirmation. Is it words of affirmation? Is that one?
Lingerie.
No, I don't think lingerie was in there. Gifts and... All right, I'll let you have lingerie.
What is this? I've not seen this show, so you can answer this. My spidey senses in kicking people out are hot today. Mike says, has anyone seen Adolescence? Feels odd how this one topic is so important when the bigger picture of problems as I see it are inequality, addiction, and mental health problems, conflicts and wars, global warming. Okay. I have not seen Adolescence. That smells like and sounds like bullshit to me.
Well, it also sounds like someone who is... I don't know whether you're trying to stoke up some sort of controversy, because all those things are bad. But also what's going on with the kids is bad too, so I would file that. And actually, your list of priorities will be different from the next person's.
And also, we can hold more than one thing that we are concerned about as human beings, as you have done in that list. So you've put a list of 6, 7 things there. And I don't. Adolescence is about toxification of masculinity.
Yeah, it's about misogyny online being something that is influencing young people.
Okay, so let's just read that comment again from. I've seen adolescence. Feels odd how this one topic is so important when the bigger picture problems are. Then you list them, but
inequality is about misogyny as well.
The implication, Mike, and maybe I've got this wrong, is you don't see what happens in adolescence as a problem. That's the implication. To me.
Or you think it's a lesser problem? If so, good for you.
But also, you can have, right, I can be worried about tariffs. I'm not really that bothered about tariffs. I can be worried about fascism in America.
Yeah.
I can be worried about global warming. And I can also be concerned about getting the right food for the cats. All of those things can coexist at the same time. And some might rank them in different orders. At times, the food for the cats is the highest priority for me.
Yeah.
Vogue.
But I'm glad it's been raised because people are talking about it. And you don't have to if you don't want to.
What an odd comment to put in the chat.
Not really. We're on Twitch, aren't we?
I think that was a YouTube comment.
Oh, is it?
Let's find out. It's a Twitch comment. That's an odd one to put in the chat because it's like saying, "Oh, I saw." Is it sudden impact where the meteors come into the
deep impact?
Deep impact. Is it?
Is it?
I saw. It's like saying I saw Deep Impact, and I don't understand why it got a 2.5 hour. $100 million movie about it because I see these things as being more important.
Good. You do something about that.
Mandy says, Mandula! Also about that your kid's internet security.
Yeah, because that was the abiding thing, was all the way through it, you're kind of expecting the usual narrative of, oh, hang on.
Don't spoil it for me.
No, well, something's going to happen. It will be explained by his background, or it'll be... And it's not a massive spoiler to say... It's not. He's from a ostensibly nice family. Parents get on. Dad is nice to the mum, vice versa. It's about the fact that this stuff is out there online.
Well, we know the show is actually about cherry pickers, but let's not go down that route. Let's open up. We've only got like about a month of Skype left, so I think. We should open up Skype. If you want to give us a call, 0203 286 6370. Now, that voice message came through
Jim
the other day.
Adebo, I saw Star Wars, but who's keeping an eye on the Klingons? I mean, so true. So true.
I'm going to try a bit of this message, but I'm also prepared to stop it because it came in the other day when I was at the computer, so I don't know what it is. Let's try.
You know, I really hate it when people leave you on WhatsApp or unread, received and unread. For just hours, sometimes days. Really bugs me.
Hey, what? Could hear that?
Yeah, I could hear that. Did you hear what he said?
What did he say?
I really hate it when people leave you on WhatsApp, received, and unread. It sounds like a dig.
I don't think I know that person.
Okay.
Should we give him a call?
Yeah.
Let's give him a call while we still have the...
Let's see what's happening. It's funny that's...
Oh, he's not online.
Not online.
Is he not online or are we not online? What is going on? No. Okay, thank you, Jimbo. Jimbo is... let's get rid of it so we can... we don't show any numbers. Delete. There's no numbers there, is there, if anyone calls up? We're good to go. If you want to give us a call, Catherine, what's the phone number?
Don't know. I don't know. Start me off and I might remember a couple.
0203 2 8 6 6370 is the phone number.
I knew there was a 7 in there.
You can Skype us on TLNA. We only have about 4 more weeks of that. Poor Hilton says, is Skype still a thing? Not for much longer, baby. Not for much longer. If you're watching this, going, wow, where are you guys? We do this every freaking week, whether we want to or not.
We always want to.
And it's for our Patreons, patreon.com/Iain and Katherine. sign up or scan the QR codes. So just to go back to the Turners,
Yeah.
he is wrong
Well, obviously.
for not wanting his dog to have a surname.
Yeah, I mean, what's he worried about? How is that dog going to get a gyro every week if he doesn't have a surname? How is he going to? He needs a date of birth. Everyone needs a date of birth, a surname, an address.
What's that? Do you know
an address.
Do you know the Doctor Who thing? It's the weeping angels when you close your eyes.
Yeah,
you
they get closer.
Well, look. She's getting closer. Here he comes. This boy is going to miss Skype more than anyone else.
I know.
It's Gatford.
Hey, Gatford, what's happening?
I'm going to miss Skype. What am I going to do?
We'll have to come up with an alternative.
I don't think we do.
What are you doing here with these bits of, what is this?
It's the peanuts, packing nuts.
You know, this is potato, and if you put it in water, it'll disintegrate.
Yeah, I did know that.
Put it in your mouth.
No, I don't want to put it in my mouth.
What, a potato dissolves in water?
Potato starch.
Oh, sorry.
And yes, it will. Have you never boiled your potatoes to buggery? Because I have.
Well, no, because I stopped them before they go to what you just said,
it will turn
then
into
put
that.
them in a roast tray.
Yeah,
Why was Iain smelling his clothes earlier?
No spoilers. If you're a plastic fan, Gatford, then you don't know. Only the true OG fans know what was going on then.
Think I've proved myself not a plastic fan over the
you
20...
came to a comedy show that I did once, and you tripped over in front of everybody.
And
that's plastic. That's plasticity.
And you laughed, and other people helped me.
Yeah, I laughed.
What does that say?
It wasn't like a trip. It was a
wow.
It was bad. It was bad lighting.
It was like 9/11 all over again.
No, let's not go there.
Wow.
Well,
does that make you Osama bin Laden?
It makes you.
The club?
Katherine doesn't want to go there.
Let's not.
No. It's nice to see you both.
Thank you very much.
That's okay. No, it's good to see you both. I've sent a message to Alistair, so hopefully I'll hear back from him.
He's on the mend. It was good to hear him. Good to hear him do Alistair.
Do you know what? I had thought, I haven't heard from Alistair in a while, and then coming on stream and hearing that, I was like, oh my goodness, that's why.
Yeah.
So, but that's good. Unfortunately, got another infection in my foot.
Oh no, mate! What? This is terrible news.
No, I'm on the antibiotics and they're working and everything is fine and it's early, so like I'm getting, but like I've been going into the office and sort of not maybe overdoing it, but spending more time on my feet, and I just need to bring that back.
Yeah,
bring it back, man. You've got to take care of yourself.
Exactly. Yeah, but I'm learning that I'm doing better because it's early intervention means not problems. So.
But a concern though.
I was a bit annoyed today. I saw my lovely podiatry team and they were like, ugh, and I went, oh no. And I was a bit I wasn't upset, but I was certainly a bit down. But I came home, got on with it, took the antibiotics and feel better. So not that I felt unwell, but I know they help.
Yeah.
So and I've got Monday off because I'm spending the day with my nephew because it's half term.
Beautiful. I'm working next week and then I'm off for a week, baby.
I've got Monday off and I've got Tuesday off and
go.
I've got Wednesday off.
Get ready.
And I've got Thursday off and then I've got the Friday off. And then the week after that, guess what?
No, technically we've all got the Friday off though because it's Good Friday next Friday, isn't it?
Okay. Then I've got Monday off again.
Not everyone has Good Friday.
Again.
And then I've got Tuesday off. And then I've got Wednesday, Thursday. I'm guessing. Friday.
No, hang on. Is next Friday's not Good Friday, is it? Is it not the Friday after?
Oh, I don't know now.
Yeah, it's the Friday after. It's
mate! We totally did you over! It's in 2 weeks, not 1 week. What are you doing? Plastic fan.
Yeah, but
of our Lord and Saviour.
At least I believe that that's the Friday that
you don't know what Friday you believe.
We know you believe.
It didn't happen in April.
Whoa, it didn't happen! Oh my God, Gary, we have to end it there. Gary just said the resurrection did not happen.
Wow, how quickly his faith diminishes.
Wowzers! The resurrection did not happen. That is from Gary.
Outrageous. Apologies to anyone who, is offended by that. We will give you his phone number.
That is, wow, man.
Yeah.
Wowzers. Yeah, gosh, that is, wowzers. That's surprising.
That's just rocked my world.
Every now and then, a song will pop up. I've been really enjoying, years ago, a guy called Ray put together a playlist on Spotify, Iain Lee and Katherine Boyle's talk radio show, right?
Oh, yeah.
And I rediscovered it the other day, and I've been playing through it. There's some absolute shit on there, but there's some really, really, really good songs. And one of the songs that came up was, do you remember Hole in My Shoe by Neil? Now, I
taped it off the radio once.
It's such a good song. And I used to have the album, Neil's Heavy Concept album, right? But I remember my dad got it, and it didn't have a cover. So it just came in like a red sleeve. And so I didn't see the cover till years later, and it's this beautiful pastiche of the Rolling Stones and the Beatles. It's beautiful. Anyway, so Hole in My Shoe came up, and I thought, oh shit, I used to love that album. Let me play the album. Does it stand the test of time? Oh, my friends, it more than stands the test of time. It's just an incredible record. It's got great songs on there, and it's really, really funny. I loved it, man. And my suggestion to you, I see you've called BAPT, we'll call you in a sec. My suggestion is, go and have a listen to that. What was I listening to? Can I play 30 seconds of 2 songs?
Was it really heavy? Was it really, really heavy?
What was it? There was a bit in it. Well, let me just play a couple of little bits from. Is Spotify going to open? Let me just play a couple of tiny bits. I won't go down the full rabbit hole. But
That's me.
But you all know Hole in My Shoe, right? Hole in My Shoe.
Hello, Shoes. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to stand on you again.
So there's that, right?
Oh wow!
But then there's this song. I'd forgotten how brilliant this was.
I want to tell you a story about a little man, if I can. A gnome named Grimble Grumble.
Right, and then it goes into the most exquisite chorus you've ever heard. Listen.
Eating, sleeping,
Here we go.
Let's jump forward. Scratching his nose.
Then it goes into this chorus.
And then one day, hooray, another way for gnomes to say.
Anyway, these are all songs by, and then just this I'd forgotten as a 13-year-old boy. I was obsessed with this. I won't play it all, literally 20 seconds, but I was obsessed with this song. Listen to this, man. Just wait for him to sing a bit.
Standing on a golf course, dressed in PVC, I chanced upon a golf girl selling cups of tea.
And it turns out these are all like real songs by Nicky Banks, which I didn't know.
Really?
Yeah. But then listen to the chorus. It does this chord thing. Here we go.
Full right to the brim.
Let's just jump to the chorus.
Her name was Pat.
Here we go. Listen to this chorus.
The
chorus is incredible.
In fact, I ordered 3 so I could watch the golf girl.
You'll see why I like this chorus. It does everything.
Her name was Pat. We sat under a tree. She kissed me. Well, she said she would if I went away again really quickly.
What a song, man.
Her name was Pat.
Her name was Pat, and she sat under a tree. She kissed me. We go for walks in the fine weather in the all together.
Yes, and it's Peter, not Pete. Yes, it is Neil from the Young Ones.
Yeah, it's what an album. What an album. Go and listen to it. It's packed full of great songs, and it is packed full of beautiful jokes. And then Stephen Fry pops up, and Dawn French is there. Oh, it's so much fun. It's so much fun. Right. We missed a call. Let us have. Oh no, that's Gatford. No, Gatford, don't answer.
Oh, no, not him again.
We don't want Doubleford. We want that. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. It's the end of Skype, guys. Skype is coming to an end.
He's doing some reps.
No, he's there.
How are you doing, kids?
Hello.
How are you doing?
We can't hear you very well. It's like you're in treacle.
Oh, okay.
Let's try this again.
Yeah.
That was something.
How are we doing?
Yeah, good. How are you?
Yeah, a lot's been going on, man.
What's happening?
Well, there we go. There we go.
What?
Something's gone.
Something's gone.
Yeah.
There we
Well,
go.
it's been a busy time. Just wanted to send Alistair my best wishes, and it's been a while since I've actually rang in. I know I'm ringing you from my new home.
Okay.
Because
there we go. We can see now. We can see you. There we go. There's that beautiful face.
Oh, you got a new house, or are you decorating?
I have a new house.
Oh.
So what's going on, man?
I became single last year.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
I split up. I had to get out of that relationship. It was utterly toxic. So
okay.
Yeah. So I thought, you know what? I'm doing some demolition work upstairs, and I'm listening to you two, which I haven't done for a very long time. I thought I'd actually catch up with you two before Skype disappears altogether.
Skype is going, man. We got a month of this shiz.
Mm-hmm.
A month.
So what are you demolishing? What are you doing? Getting rid of a wall or a door or what?
Oh no, I'm demolishing 83-year-old.
Whoa, man!
Don't do that!
Come on, the poor human being.
Well, she had it coming. To be fair.
Oh my god!
What a violent show.
But no, so here we go. So it's all this.
Oh right, okay.
Okay. Oh yes, that's all. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Yeah. So this person I bought this house off had not decorated in about 33 years, and most of it has been spent stripping wallpaper from the ceilings.
Yeah, that was a thing.
Ceilings.
That was a thing.
Oh, and it's all on a glitter.
Yes, of course it is. It was all the go.
I've had two people come round today give me quotes for redecorating this room because I ain't doing it. So yeah, but there's no wallpaper on the ceiling. I'm not insane or massively old. I'm old, but not massively old.
Yeah. Could have been worse. Could have been wood chip.
Oh, there's wood chip. That room I just went into, there's wood chip on the ceiling.
Soon.
Yeah. Not do it.
Yeah. So I've bought money on a house for me and all three of my dogs. And it is, I don't know. It's been wild. It's been a wild time. But it's been an adventure. Because, yeah, I didn't realize how much manipulation was going on until we spent this time last year traveling a bit, and I realized none of the places we were going to are places I wanted to go to.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was like a lot of places in Thailand for my 40th birthday. And yeah, we're living the dream right now. And I don't know. I just thought, do you know what? This is my new house. I've not spoken to you two or anybody else for a long time. And it was well overdue.
It's always nice to hear from you, man. What's happening with work?
Work's getting busy, but still training people with injuries and disabilities, etc. But the challenge is getting a bit stale, so I'm actually looking at becoming an occupational therapist.
Mm-hmm.
But I've been doing a lot of work overseas, so I've been doing a lot of work in like Norway, Sweden. Got some work in Germany, I've just come back from Norway last week. And it was the most random of places, but it was a beautiful place. And now I'm thinking, why have I bought this house when I could have gone living abroad, like somewhere like Norway? Because even in this, it was like a far northern town in Norway, and it was like a shipping village, but it was a really nice town, and it was so clean. And I'm still on the outskirts of Manchester, paying over the odds, having just got a text message 5 minutes ago saying you might have a leak in your house.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
So, so there's opportunities elsewhere, and I'm just weighing up options. It's all good. I had a video made of me recently, which I hate altogether. Just because I'm in it.
Stop it.
No, I don't know. Video makes me think of video cassettes and sex tapes.
You would do.
I mean, people do think this is a bit of a sex aid. But no, it was just, it's been a bit crazy and it's been wild. And yeah, everything's great. Like, generally everything's great.
Good. I'm glad you feel like you're bobbing up. It's weird, isn't it? When you're going through stuff, I found myself the worst sort of the tail end of things, falling apart with my marriage. It's you don't really want to speak to anyone because you don't really want to pretend to be all right, and you also are dreading them asking you how you are. So I get it. I think
there's still an element now where she thinks she's in control, and it's that sort of psychological element to me not being in her life, her not accepting that she was the root cause of a lot of the problems, and me accepting that it was not a lot of the stuff was not my actual fault, which she made me feel like it was. And I managed to get a local therapist. I would have got you, Iain, but you were busy, so I couldn't get through to you.
Super busy, yeah.
Yeah, and we spent a good few months going through a lot of the stuff, including trauma that I've had through my accident. And it's kind of like you kind of learn to like go, okay, what's the actual positives in all this? Going back to 8 years ago when something crushed my hand, and now I'm helping similar people and going abroad to talk in front of important people and experts, and you're stood there going, yeah, I kind of know a little bit more than you do right now. And it's bizarre, and it's just huge. And now I'm like, even now I get people coming to me and they think I'm going on holiday to all these places, and I'm like, it's work. You are on a plane, you then meet your colleagues and you are in work mode until you go to bed. And you wake up, you have breakfast with your colleagues, and then you are there with them through to the entire day. But you're doing something important, and my role is to basically make like a certain amount of awareness over what devices are available to people. And if you'd have asked me, it's going to be 9 years this year, that was what I was doing now, I would have believed you. I'd have still been doing the same crappy job.
Do you need to take that?
No, don't
okay,
worry.
sorry, you'll get.
No weird phone call. Let me turn the buzzer off.
Oh, okay, go on. Sorry.
It's fine. Yeah, it's just there's always like swings and roundabouts. There's always swings and roundabouts, and there's too many in this country. But that's a shit joke. But it's like you turn lemons into lemonade. I hate that saying.
I fucking hate fresh lemonade from lemons. You know when kids make lemon? I don't like that. I like
it's crap. crap.
It's very clarty. I don't like the cloudy lemonade or the pink lemonade. I like our whites or Tesco own brand. Right. What's the Coke they sell in Aldi? Vive. I like Vive.
You bloody don't.
I like Panda Pops.
We used to have Quick Save No Frills.
No frill. Tesco. Remember the Tesco blue and white thing? Give me that shit. I don't. Give me that shit. I don't want fresh lemonade. Do you think I'm a pervert? Jesus.
But coming back to the original point, you're right. You've got to take what you can from things and disregard the rest, haven't you? What can you use from this experience, and the rest of it, drop it.
The rest of it, drop it.
I'm sure you give out similar advice.
I say exactly the same thing, Catherine.
Yeah,
exactly the same thing.
Exactly.
I just think whenever like an opportunity comes up, you've got to take it. Or what I've learned recently is do the things that scare you, because you don't know what's coming out of
bears and wolves.
I'm not saying like swim with killer sharks that have not been fed for a month.
That would scare me, you see.
You know, it's do the things that you think are going to scare you or give you anxiety. And sometimes
hanging out with her.
Yeah.
Going on a date with this dick.
Ringing you. I remember ringing you the first time, and I was really shaking. But I had to push myself just to contact you guys. And it was about mental health, but, you know, after that, it was kind of like, oh, this is cool.
Yeah.
I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
You know?
Just outside the comfort zone, that's where the progress starts.
Well, it's always lovely to see your beautiful face. I look forward to seeing the place when it's the next few stages of doing a place up.
I'm looking forward to seeing your wallpaper.
You're not putting wallpaper up on this. I'm not stripping that shit again. There's so much of it here.
What are you whacking on it? Paint?
Well, it's plaster first. I'm getting it skimmed. That wall is going to disappear.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a huge room. But yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be a good home.
Nice.
And yeah, I've missed you too. I'll be honest. I was listening before demolishing all that furniture upstairs, and I thought I need to ring him.
Yes,
it's been a while.
You do. I'm glad you did.
Yeah. Me too.
It's always nice to see you, man, and thank you for the update.
Take care.
Bye, guys.
See you later. Lots of love. Chaz, ciao, Chaz.
What is this? I'm going to do
Take
phone mate. No, I don't want to. It'll be some dodge pot. Last time I had one of these, I checked it on Who Called Me, and it was
literally just spoken to Gatford. It can't be any dodgier than that.
It was a Bitcoin scam. Let me just see. Let's sod off and let me. Because who's ringing me on a nearly 8 o'clock on a Friday night? Come on now.
It's your 50th this year. What do you want for your birthday?
It's not.
Sorry?
It's not.
What do you want?
I don't.
Do you want something?
I want you to stop saying I'm nearly 50 when I'm not. Oh, hang on. It's Stella.
Who's that? I don't know who that is.
Hang on.
You go and take it. I will entertain the nation. I will entertain the nation. If you're listening to the podcast, you are. Wait, what? You oh. If you're listening to the podcast, you're getting the full 3 hours, 2.5 hours, but spread over 2 shows, because that's how generous we are to you. I thoroughly suggest you sign up on patreon.com/Iain and Katherine, patreon.com/IAIN and Katherine with a K. Just sign up and support us, for goodness sakes. Let's see what else we have to talk about. Pay by phone, ChatGPT, PetCern. Oh. I need your help. I need Catherine's help, actually, but she knows about this. So I'm looking at getting, not talking about getting decorators, give me a quote for that. I'm looking at getting a little bit of building work done, a little bit of something built out the back. I probably can't afford it, but I want to get some quotes for it. I've got some plans drawn up, and I want to get some quotes to see where we are, see if I have to rob a bank or something. And there's a builder I used before, really nice guy who converted the shed into a den. So I've sent him the plans. There's got a couple of builders recommended on a local Facebook page, and there was a builder that I had here before, who came before I'd got plans drawn up for this little extension thing. He came and he looked and he sort of drew up some rough plans, but they weren't architect's plans. And he came and we were having a chat and I was asking him a lot of questions, and we were messaging on Facebook, asking a lot of questions, and he was really, really helpful. And I thought, I'll get in touch with him. It's about 8 months later. I'll get in touch with him, see if he'll give me a quote. Now I've got the plans, right? And so I went... Oh, sorry. Is everything all right?
Yeah. Kids. Her phone's died, so she wants her dad's phone number so she can phone it from her friend's phone.
Oh, my God. So I went and found the chat history of this builder guy, and I couldn't find it. And it's because he changed the avatar. So before it was like a picture of him. His avatar had changed to a picture of a boot and the phrase "kick Starmer out." Now, like you, I'm thoroughly disappointed by the Labour government's treatment of disabled people and all of those. It's awful, right? I do think we're still infinitely better off than the arseholes we had before. I am hugely disappointed, and it's certainly not a Labour government that I recognise. It's definitely better than the last lot, however. But the fact... Now, it turns out this wasn't his business account, but this was the account him and I have been discussing business for quite a long time, right? And kick Starmer out. And I just thought, oh, fuck, I don't like it. So I panicked and I blocked him. Now, I'd posted on a local Facebook page looking for a builder to do this. And someone said, how about, let's call him Terry. How about Terry? And Terry had replied to that saying, I've been chatting to this guy last year, but this was before he had plans, referring to me, as in literal plans. So then I tried to, and that was from his business account. And then I tried to click on the business account, and he blocked me from the business account.
Oh.
Because he'd seen that I'd blocked him. Then I unblocked him from the personal account. Now, right, I'm sure a lot of my politics are different from a lot of other people's, right? And I'm sure my politics are different to a lot of builders' politics, right? But I don't need to know that.
I also think with a builder, it's someone that's going to be in your house.
Yeah.
And so if you feel like there's going to be some sort of tension there around their...
What's that noise?
Train.
Oh, Jesus Christ, I shit myself.
If you think there might be some tension there with regards to, strident opinions that you can't nod and smile along to, then yeah, you've got every right not to have them in your house.
Of course, got every right not to have them in the house. I just...
Builder-wise, it's not a very professional thing to do, is it?
I don't think it is. And yes, it wasn't his business account, but we had been discussing business. Yeah. It was his personal account. But that's what we'd been chatting through. It made me feel very uncomfortable. I think I did the right thing.
You got the ick, mate.
I got the ick, and I don't know. I don't know what the point is. I'm trying to. I don't know what the point is. I'm trying to make. But you said politics and ethics. Politics can be debated. Ethics. I don't want to have a fucking political debate. When I've got a builder here, I just want to do that. All I want to know is, do you take sugar? That's all I want to know. That's all I want to know. I don't want to know anything else about anything. That's it. So I just... there we go. Itzumpa says, we had a builder for a quote. He was a COVID denier. We couldn't even send him the spec after he left. Don't ask me why I chose this. Said, we had an electrician going on about how great Trump was. Husband told him to leave. And you're right, having tradespeople in your space is awkward. Nelly says, not a chance I'd use him. I think you're right, but he was a nice guy. He was a nice guy. I don't know. It made me feel very, very uncomfortable. And that's not a basis for a working relationship like that.
I sometimes express a political opinion or two, right?
Is it?
But it's not my profile picture. And I'm always slightly wary of people who use that as a profile picture, not just for a short time, but like it's their whole personality, flag shaggers, all that kind of stuff. But okay, so tell me about you then. If that's all we're going to talk about, then I'm out.
Kick Starmer out. I mean, whatever. I don't even want to talk about the. I don't. I just please don't do that. Have a picture of your kids. You come around and give us a quote.
Oh, some of the best misogynists though got up pictures of their kids on there, haven't they?
That's true.
It's like, whoa, and then you do a close up and it's them holding a granddaughter or something. Bloody hell!
It's not quite Hitler and Sons, but so I did the right thing in not engaging because
This is someone you're going to have in your house. If you have an instinct like that, I think go with it. When have the spidey senses ever been wrong?
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah. Poor Tilton says, I'm happy to separate politics if they're a really good builder.
Yeah, but he led with the politics because we've not seen his building.
What I think, if someone had and this is not this guy, this is completely different from this guy, but if someone had a, I bum Farage or, if it's something like that, they will get a block straight a fucking way. I don't give a shit if they could do the whole thing for a penny. I ain't having that prick in my house. So, yeah.
No.
No, I'm not happy to separate politics if they're a really builder. Yeah. All right. Well, I did the right thing.
And again, not talking about this particular builder, but no.
No. Not talking about this. He was a nice guy when he came round.
I don't want to live in the house that Fash built.
No. Yeah,
that was a high five. That was not a.
He was a nice guy when he came round. There were a couple of other things, but yeah, he was a nice guy. But no, I just that is the profile we've been having a very long conversation about building work on. I saw it's that. I don't want that. Because then you think, well, hang on, are you thinking bad enough? Well, it'll be better anyway. Jimbo says, I ended a counselling relationship because she said she thought the government had done a great job over COVID. I literally started the conversation about how we'd lost 4 family members over a couple of years.
Oh, no.
That's stuff you're not really supposed to. You're supposed to be kind of politically neutral in that gig. Graham says, I wouldn't have a racist or misogynist or someone who supports those enable them do work for me. That's beyond politics. It's Peter, not Pete. If he has strong political views, they might bring them up when working in your house.
Exactly.
We missed a phone call from Sean. Right, let's call Sean back. I see you, Ginger Ninja, in the chat. You better be calling us soon.
Yeah, I want an update.
I want an update, and if you've biffed anybody in Tesco's recently. Hello. Good evening.
Hello.
Hello there.
Can you hear me?
We can.
No.
Yep. No.
Oh dear. It's the first time I've used Skype in ages.
Oh, we're about to close Skype.
I know, it's asking me for permission to use the camera. I'm trying to get it to work.
Give it or don't. That's entirely up to you. It's your choice.
Your face.
Oh, it nearly came on and then it didn't. It's for those listening, this is Sean. Good evening, Sean.
Good evening. Yeah, I can't be bothered to try and get.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you can't be bothered to talk to us. I was about to cut you off.
It was going to be a quiet.
Well, I had a little gimmick at the start of the video where I was going to. The first thing you would have seen was me playing with the tape measure.
Goodbye. Thank you for calling. Goodbye. We don't want. Listen,
that's a tool. That's not a game.
If you're just phoning up on Skype to troll me, then I cannot wait for the end of Skype to come soon enough. If you're just going to phone up and troll me, I'm not interested at all. Okay, and that was a troll.
You know that's an invitation now, don't you?
No, it's not an invitation.
It's a can of worms that you've just opened. It's all over the table.
It's not an invitation.
To clean it up.
It's not an invitation. I do not want troll calls on my Skype.
Where is le Janger Nanger? Because
I don't know what that means.
Ginger Ninja in French, isn't it?
Oh yeah, Ginger Ninja. Why don't you give us a call?
Yeah, mate. Yeah.
You knob.
Hey.
Well, he is a bit of a knob, isn't he? Ginger Beard Mark. I don't know if why don't you call us now?
Do it. Or maybe he's busy.
Itzumpa says, what if a tradesperson had a profile picture of a tape measure? Ooh,
well, it's a tool of his trade. He might be an expert measuring, and that's what you want.
Was the dodgy builder going to be building an extension to the right wing of your house?
Thank you.
Thank you. It was anyway. I don't want to speak too badly about him. It's in terms of political statements, it's quite a slight one, right? And he was a nice guy. But
don't pop that out there. Don't pop that out there.
It was too much for me to handle. As Ginger Ninja left the chat, Iain, the day they booted you from BBC WM, I boycotted the BBC. They destroyed local radio.
What WM did?
Well, WM. You remember who took over at WM?
Yes.
And I never forget. And you might, because the guy at WM really, really wanted me to the point where he bent over backwards.
He was meeting you like secret meetings,
and
trying
he wanted
to
me
coax
on
him over
Friday and a Saturday, and he was going to pay for my hotel and all of that. So I was like living the dream. And then he went after 6 months, and the new boss came in who had taught us how to do breakfast radio.
She'd attempted it.
Jesus Christ! And I remember I had a sheet of paper and I went down to the show started at 2, and at 10 to 2 I went down to the studio, and she went, "Oh, what's on the show today?" I said, "I don't know." She went, "What?" I said, "I don't know." She went, "What's on your paper site?" It's blank. "Can we have a chat after the show?" I was like, "Oh, okay." So you're one of those.
And she wanted documents.
Yeah, she didn't get it. And you know what? Fuck her. She was wrong. That show was brilliant, and she wanted Chitty Chat Club. She wanted things like, let's have a Chitty Chat Club. She's the reason people like her are the reason that BBC local radio is moribund. That's a deliberate use of that word. Because she wanted fucking safe Chitty Chat Club. You play fucking Dire Straits, then you get some boring guest to talk about boring things. And I was going in and fucking playing vinyl that I bought there were loads of record shops in Birmingham, and I would go and play vinyl that I bought, and would talk about absolute nonsense. And guess what? People loved it. She wanted to squeeze it out. Hate people like that. I can say it now.
Control. It's all about control, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm so glad to be out of radio. So glad.
So am I, although I was talking to a very nice chap yesterday from Classic FM.
Oh, yeah.
And he'd started out at LBC when it was at the old place. So
Latimer Road? Was it Latimer Road?
I think you'd coincided.
Okay. What was his name?
His name was Sam Pettis. Really nice fella. So now I'm working at a school which is sort of sponsored by Global Inc., Global Media. So they came over. We'd done pretty well in the Ofsted recently, so they're making some new promos, and I was talking to him. And in between the filming, we were talking about it. Basically, he was there around the same time as you. We know a lot of people in common. And he's moved from LBC and doing sort of reporting into more... he works at Classic FM now, and he just sort of said he got a little bit tired of, the game, and sort of wanted to do something that fulfilled his soul a little bit more. And I think it is tiring sometimes. So if you do it right, it can be really tiring. But also, the radio industry has changed an awful lot since we started. I don't fancy it anymore. Do you?
If someone came and said, Friday or Saturday night, 3 hours, do what you want, is 400 quid a show. Fuck yes, I will take that for the money, but I have no interest in doing it at all. Steve's Retro Loft, Iain's show was great. Yes, it was. Also, I met you at Crash Live last year. Oh, nice one, man. Who are you? I'm assuming you were probably a tall, bald man, because most of them were. Remind me who you were, Steve's Retro Loft. Remind me. We missed...
Oh, I know. The other day you were saying to me that there was an ADHD podcast. Kate, over at Global.
Yeah.
He's the co-presenter on that.
Oh,
okay. It turns out. So, yeah, weird sort of merging of...
I've been talking to her a little bit about stuff. Sean called back. I think Sean might have got his camera working for the gag. So let's see. Here we go. Sean's gag was going to be showing a tape measure, knowing a tape measure was trolling me. Here we go. Here comes Sean. There we go.
Aha!
Hello. No tape measure, no gimmick.
I'm disappointed in you.
It's clipped to your belt, I hope, young man.
Very disappointed in you. You've let us down.
I apologise for that. How are you guys?
Yeah, good, thank you. If your microphone is coming through your headphones are a bit shit because it's a little bit muffled.
Oh, okay, they are a bit shit. Sorry.
As long as you know that.
I know, my girlfriend says the same thing. I need to upgrade my headphones a little bit.
Upgrade your headphone. But we can just about make you out. How's things going? Sean, how may we be of service to you on this wonderful Friday evening?
I'm all right. Coming live from the Costa del Salford. It's actually been quite nice and sunny today.
Big up. It's always sunny in Salford.
Mate, M50, where it's at. Yeah, I've been playing football, so my hair's a little bit shit. Not really.
I was genuinely thinking your hair's looking fantastic. If I'm completely honest, I'm not being sarcastic. I was thinking he's got good hair.
It's action hair. It's action hair.
I like it.
It's been hard at it on the pitch.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I know we've got El Dorado coming up, so I won't keep you guys too long. So I kind of got a question for both of you, really. Iain, there was something that I thought about a few days ago.
Yeah.
And I had a little look online to try and find it. On your talk radio show about 2017 kind of time, you found a website where they had all these old kind of recordings in like the late 19th century, early 20th century, and I can't find it.
Like of radio?
Yeah, do you remember? It was something like somebody had like an audio of like a 1926 like day at the fair in like Essex or something. It had those little clips.
The thing I remember, and I don't think this is it, and this is my friend Jimbo, I think, point me in the direction. There's a thing called, I think it's Forble, Fourbble.
I think that was it.
But that wasn't 2017. That was quite a recent discovery.
The one we were using a lot at Talk Radio was Radio Garden, wasn't it?
Radio Garden was where you could go around the world and listen to radio live.
Yeah.
So the one I can think of is called Forble, Fourble.co.uk. And it's a great thing. I'll put a link in the chat, actually, because it's a great resource. It's got pretty much everything that's ever been on radio. It's a delight and it's a joy. And I'm wondering if that is it, but that's only like in the last 2 or 3 years, maybe.
Okay. I'll have a look at the link when I click on it in the chat.
But you think it was like longer ago, like 8 years ago or something?
100%. So I remember it was 2017 because I was at University of Liverpool at the time. I remember the room I was in when I heard it. I remember sending it to one of my old tutors. I did broadcast journalism at Huddersfield. And I said, because the module I do for radio at the university, I said to Richard, his name was, so these really cool, like old kind of sounds from like the late 19th century, early 20th century. And it was really interesting to hear. Because me and my girlfriend stumbled upon, I can't remember why we found it, but it was like an old clip of like Queen Victoria speaking, like in the early 20th century.
Yeah.
And that sort of thing. But yeah, I can't remember what it was. I can kind of picture in my head like what the website looked like and the layout of it. I just cannot for the life of me remember what it's called. But if you can't remember,
do you know what? I can't, but that feels like a nice little challenge for the week. Here's the thing. Someone might know it in the chat and it will pop up straight away. If not, when this goes out as a podcast, someone will quite possibly get it from that. I'll be honest, it's not ringing any bells. If Matty's listening, Matty might know.
He'll know.
You know what, Sean? Keep those logos open. Challenge accepted. Challenge accepted. All right, so that was a question for me. You said you had a question, I think, for Katherine.
I do. So, Kath, being a solid French speaker yourself, so my girlfriend's French.
Right.
And we've been going out for a couple of years now.
How do you say we are splitting up in French? You are don't.
So we is nous.
You don't have to answer it.
Yeah, so I've been learning bits and pieces. And
Yeah.
I was just curious, like when you were learning French, was there like a sentence or a word that maybe even now you still kind of struggle with? Because my girlfriend pisses herself laughing when I try and say tree, which is like arbre, because I would do the in arbre, and I cannot get my vocals to get it right. Is there anything that you still kind of struggle with French?
The one that I used to, and they gave me a speech to do once when we were on the French exchange, and it was like a sort of thank you for looking after us thing that we had to say in front of all the parents and everything. And it was the first time I'd come across this word, and it's accueillir, and it's for receiving us, I suppose, accueillir. And I still don't think I'm saying it right. And yeah, that's the one that sticks with me. And you kind of see it come. I don't have to say it very often, obviously, these days. But whenever I did it, I would see it coming up over the horizon when I was getting towards it and having to say it. And I would wuss out every single time. Accueillir. But yeah, so how long have you been going out with La Française?
A couple of years. Yeah, it's a bit of a random one because we're both having solo holidays in Dublin. And we met on like a sort of Dublin literary pub crawl. Where these guys who are like actors, they sit around the pubs that all of the Irish literary folk from like, Oscar Wilde, James Joyce, etc. have a little pint in each pub, little story, and you kind of go around. And we just kind of met during that really, and we kind of kept in touch for a bit, and then we started, I went over to hers, she lives in a place called Tours, in the Centre de Loire region.
Yep.
And
Tours, did you say, with a T?
Yeah, like Tours, yeah.
Yep.
But without the S at the end. Yeah, I'm sort of long distance in it. It's not something I thought I'd ever do because I always thought of long distance is really tricky, and it can be tricky. But yeah, it's going really well. She's here 1 month, and I'm over there next month, and hopefully we're working on plans to get over here permanently.
Wow.
Yeah, it's going great, and I love going over there and learning kind of language.
Isn't it crazy when you think, cause you're in Salford, so my family are from Salford, right? And they met each other because they'd go to the same dances and stuff. And it tended to be, of course, that the pool was very small because it was like the lads that you'd knock about with or, the dances that you go to, and sort of everyone knew everyone else. But now the world is so big, the dating pool is enormous, and you could...
All right, steady on.
I'm just saying,
you're
wild,
you're settled. All right, you're going out with a celebrity.
Oh, God. But you know what I mean? It's like... It's a completely different world, in terms of pairings. People are coming together through, like you, by chance, by going and traveling and being around each other. But also the technology means that you can be in touch and maybe have conversations that you wouldn't have had if you were sitting next to each other every day at work or at the factory, whatever it would have been in the past. It's I find it fascinating, the fact that now the world is kind of a smaller place. And people are getting together that way. That idea of the one doesn't necessarily have to be the nearest one anymore, does it?
Could be a famous one. Could be lucky enough to be going out with a celebrity, but actually be a little bit rude about it.
Okay, yeah, I imagine that would be trying.
Unbelievable behaviour. Jimbo has posted a link in the chat of another site, but I don't recognise.
Oh yeah, French word for squirrel is tough to say. Do you know that one, Sean?
Oh, yes, I do know it. I completely forgot. Can you remind me what it is?
Is it not écuriel?
Across the UK.
Sorry, I shook
What have you
myself.
just done? Écuriel or écureuil? I can't remember.
Sounds about right. I think it's similar to what we've said. It's not too dissimilar.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was what I struggled with as well, yeah.
Some of it's just noise. Also, the difference between cou and go. Neck and arse. That's a tricky one.
Yeah, that's one I'm very slow when I pronounce it. So when
when you're approaching it right, make the right decision. Everything's hanging in the balance.
And very quickly, Caterfer, you lot are brilliant. Caterfer has found an old show that I did, and she says it mentions recordings from 1920 onwards.
Oh.
So it might be that show. So if you have a little look in the chat and see what Caterfer's posted, and it might be worth skimming that show. And if it is, and you find it, can you let me know? Because I'm keen to find what this website is now.
No worries, man. I'll have a look at it later.
Nice one.
Cheeky question there from Elliot. Are there two Sha? Yes, there is. The female version it also has a rude meaning. Be very careful with that one.
I think he means are there two chats?
Oh, right,
yes.
okay.
Yes, there is. There is. It's not that complicated. We are broadcasting live on Twitch and live on the YouTube. And I should just say, if you're watching on Twitch, don't pay to subscribe to that. You
hell no.
Pay to Patreon. But if you've got Amazon Prime, you can link that and you can give us a free... I haven't said the Twitch script for ages. You can sub to us on Twitch for free if you've got Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
It would be my suggestion. But sign up to the Patreon. It's £4. Do it.
Yeah.
Sean, thank you for that, mate.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you. Let us know if you find that website. I'm curious now.
Nice to see you both, guys. Yeah, I'll let you know. And just as a prediction for El Dorado, I think the first person we're going to see is Nessa, #stalk.
Shut it, you dork. Shut it.
Mum, tell him.
Thank you, Sean. There we go.
I found out I can do a different impression today, didn't I? I wonder if I can remember how to do it.
Go on.
I'm quite good at doing Natalie Cassidy, I think.
Okay.
I'll work on it.
So we are getting close to El Dorado. I will say, we may squeeze. I don't know exactly when Skype ends. We may get one more free show with Skype. This might be the last free show for you freeloaders with Skype. We just don't know. So make the most of it. 0203 286 6370 is the telephone number. And if you are watching on Twitch, subscribe. But for free. Don't pay Twitch. You don't need to pay them. Link your Amazon Prime. You know all of this shit. And subscribe. Do that. It said, but if you want to pay money to subscribe, then sign up for the Patreon, man. It's
you get
much
more.
Better value.
You get more.
Oh, you get much more. We don't do Twitch that often. I keep thinking, I'd like to stream some games, and then I can't be bothered, and I go for a doze. Sofa Bum says, I did the sub earlier and felt ashamed after you said you weren't doing them. It's not about shaming you. It's not about shaming you. Actually, I think for smaller streamers like us on Twitch, it actually costs them money.
Yeah.
They want to kind of outlaw that a bit. Moray says, also want to say well done to Iain for his bravery confronting those abusers. It's all a bit quiet on that. I will give you a little update. Thames Valley Police have handed it over to Hampshire Police, and the officer they have a historical child sexual abuse team, and the officer has been away until today. She's come back today, and I emailed her and said, it'd be great to have a chat. I'm sure you're really, really busy. She said, yeah, I got a lot to catch up with. How about Monday or Tuesday? So that's cool. I have instructed a legal team, my legal team, and there's not really a lot we can do at the moment. We're waiting to get back some, what I suspect are going to be quite damning emails from the scouts. They'll come beginning of May, where I think they're going to fucking stitch themselves up, unless they've deleted them. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? If the emails don't turn up, they've deleted them. If they turn up, they're going to be in a little bit of trouble, I suspect. And then it looks like I'm going to sue the scouts. That's what it's looking like. Yay.
Tiny thumbs. Tiny.
So that's where we're at. Hey, what the fuck are you doing in there? Lucy Apples.
That's Lucy Apples causing a rumpus.
How dare you? Lucy Apples, come give me a cuddle. You don't like sitting on me when I'm on this chair. So that's where we are. There's, you can probably see in the background, just over Catherine's left shoulder, that is Hope, the latest foster, walking around like she owns the place. Absolutely outrageous.
Yeah, and completely unbothered by the other cats.
Normally when I have a foster, I lock them in the living room. And I thought, well, I'll let her out just so she's got a bit of room and it will kick off. And I just walked out. Everyone went, all right. And that was it. Yeah, all right. That was it. No one cares. I love it. She's such a darling. I've been very, very...
She's a really nice cat.
She's very, very sweet. Lucy Apples is an alarm clock cat. And what that means is 6 o'clock, you got to wake up.
Yeah.
6 o'clock, you got to wake up. And she will jump on you. She's got these tiny, cold little pads. 6 o'clock. Yep, okay. Jumping all over you.
Does she scream in your ear?
Doesn't scream in my ear. She'll shout downstairs, but yeah, she climbs all over you.
I get that from Yoshi. I've started doing the kind of... to him. No.
She's just done a poo.
Oh, she has. Blood.
Perfect timing. Jim,
perfect timing. I've got to go and clean up something.
Please,
I'll be back in a sec.
Please do. Normally I don't like...
He runs off.
I know, but honestly, and I don't normally like it. I think it's rude. I think he's rude, if anything. You ring up and he disappears. But actually, on this occasion, I'm really quite grateful that he's gone because it's a really meaty one.
What you need is some petrichor to spray in the air.
Don't spray on leather. Yes.
Yeah, we could tell.
Don't use my petrichor.
Well, it had to. I had to cover up the smell of arse. Jimbo! A segue to Jimbo.
Hello.
Hey.
I think some of the links on that
link I posted are broken, like because the British Library got hacked, so I think some of the links don't work to the British Library.
Why are they attacking the British Library?
Yeah. It was quite a nasty one, apparently. I've been looking at it for work.
Great centres of learning. What could possibly be the threat there?
Yeah. Holding people to account.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Anywho.
Can I just say, sorry, it popped up on my local Facebook page. If you're the parents of 2 teenage boys that have just walked home, please can you remind your sons that throwing stones at the ducks and kicking them into the canal is not a nice way to behave, particularly at this time of year when they're nesting. That's a shitty thing. First post, kids have no respect anymore. It'll only get worse and worse. There is no discipline at home or school, plus no punishment for actions. I've replied, yes, they do.
What's getting Cliff's knickers in a bunch?
It's just that. Who hurt you, Cliff? Who hurt you, Cliff?
Kids do stupid things. That's what being a kid is.
Yeah, I was going to say, kids do. I mean, I never used to kick ducks.
So do adults. Most kids are delightful and charming and helpful.
And most parents are trying their best.
And most parents...
And teachers, may I add.
And teachers are trying their best. Chill, bro.
What really annoys me is that every single person in the world generalises.
Hey!
Yeah.
Well, did you know that between 1 and 100% of statistics are made up?
I've told you 1,000 times to stop exaggerating.
She literally has, though, so that's not a joke.
And scene.
I had a new car delivered on Monday.
Oh, get a you. It better not be a Tesla.
It is not a Tesla, no. It is not a Nazi car. It is a Hyundai.
A Hyundai?
And it is an electric car.
Oh, a silent killer.
Yes. They are a lot heavier than normal cars. They are wearing the roads out a lot quicker. And they cause much greater injuries when you hit someone.
Yeah.
And they don't hear you coming.
Can you put a tune on it like a sort of ice cream van?
So there is a setting on it which you can
do it.
But no, I don't know whether it plays it outside. I think that's a Tesla thing where they do it'll make a fart
noise. He would be a bell end and make something annoying, wouldn't he?
But I think I can put the sound setting on it is from inside the car for me, so it sounds like it's accelerating like a petrol car. But it's on off at the moment. So.
To make it feel fun. Like when you get babies, those clip-on steering wheels for their buggies, and it makes a noise like etc.
Well, it's got all the fancy modern stuff on it. It's got some annoying stuff like lane keep assist.
Oh.
Which basically steers you when you don't want to.
Do you trust that shit?
Well, I've tried turning it off because it's really annoying. It's like shaking the steering wheel all the time. It's horrible.
I nearly bought a Knight Rider watch.
Speaking of magic cars.
Yeah, you could buy a Knight Rider watch. You can do that to it. I wanted to buy the Atari watch. Atari are releasing a watch. It's $80 and it's got 4 games on it. It's called a smartwatch, but it doesn't connect to your phone or anything like that. And actually, it looks really, really good. It's got like Breakout and Pong, and I wouldn't want to play games on it, but I'd tell you what, I've been playing my Donkey Kong 2, playing a little bit of the old
DK.
Donkey Kong 2.
Brilliant.
What a game!
So
I got this right because I used to have one. I thought, I'll play it.
Oh man, I always wanted one of these.
What a game! Honestly, every now and then I'll just I'll have one game on it and go, right, that's enough. What a game! Donkey Kong 2 on the Game & Watch. But I wanted to get the Atari watch. It's only $80. It looks brilliant, but they don't deliver to the UK.
That's the tariffs.
Well, this is before the tariffs. So it's now the tariffs, yeah.
It costs you £500 now.
Yeah. Well, anyway, it's my birthday coming up, Catherine. You can find a workaround again.
I'm having a barbecue, like the actual device, not just a barbecue, for my birthday because that is this month.
Oh.
Happy birthday, Jimbo, Mr. Jimbo.
What are you gonna make on your barbecue? Kebabs?
Yeah, probably. I really like good chicken tikka, so yeah.
That's interesting.
Isn't that wet on a barbecue?
I like really bad chicken tikka, so we just would never be compatible.
Actually, sometimes those cheap ready meals are the best. Have you ever? Why don't you make a long sausage on it?
Because Jenna would be all over it, Dirty Mare. The absolute filth. Jenna was sending me absolute filthy messages today. Muzzle your woman, to quote Married at First Sight Australia. I'm not actually saying that. I don't believe that for a second. It's a famous quote from an awful TV series, just to make that clear.
From a terrible man.
TV series, yeah. The funny thing is, just as the show was starting, she said, I bet Iain outs me for what I sent him.
Filth. Can't even remember what it was because I've had to just shut down that part of my brain. Otherwise, I'd be so upset.
We did send you a racist spoiler about El Dorado.
They send me spoilers about El Dorado and go, it's a teaser. No, it's not. It's a spoiler. You're telling me what's going to happen.
They think that by teasing you with a spoiler,
Marcus,
you can call it a teaser.
That was it. She said, in this episode, you're coming up to an episode
whoa,
soon.
Whoa, are you going to spoil it for everyone else?
Yes, I am. You're coming up to an episode. This is what she said, right? You're coming up to an episode where Marcus gets wet, and so does everyone watching it. Imagine that.
Oh, no, I don't need to know.
Imagine that. His wife sent me that message.
How does that make you feel as a person, Jim?
He condoned it.
Well, it was on my WhatsApp.
Yeah.
On my device.
Huh?
Oh, my God.
He's complicit and implicit.
Oh, no.
And duplicitous.
Probably.
Okay. Implicit, though.
Wet.
All right, stop saying it now. God.
Wet.
Marty Pello. That's one for Linny if she's in the chat.
Yeah. She was fond of Marty
What
Pello,
happened to Wet, Wet, Wet? Why are Wet, Wet, Wet touring without Marty Pello? I know he became a heroin addict. And
he's all right now.
He's all right. But why are they not touring together? What's the beef there?
He's touring on his own. He gets to keep all the money then, doesn't he?
Well, yeah, but...
Oh, depends, doesn't it? Who wrote what?
But the thing is, you can imagine, because Wet, Wet, Wet are playing small theatres. Marty Pello's playing slightly bigger theatres. They could play, like, an arena? Could they? If Five can sell out an arena, they can play an arena, right?
Linny would know. Linny, call in. Tell us
the
latest goss. Yeah.
WWWMPB. The Wet, Wet, Wet Marty Pello beef.
And the other one, Sketty Meatball, he shares a butcher with Marty Pello. So after he moves north of the border, they now have the same butcher.
Okay. So next time he goes in for a big sausage, you could ask.
Yeah.
You can make your own big sausage. Do you want to know how, Jimbo?
How?
Well, Lucy
Unwind the
Apple's
links.
just made one.
Squeeze it together. One long sausage.
I recognise this technique.
Get rid of the raggy ends. But not
recognise that
before you've wound it round, so it looks like a Cumberland. Stick a couple of skewers in it. Glaze it, a bit of honey glaze. I've got a great recipe. I'll send it to you. Big sausage.
Okay.
It's actually 4 sausages, but it saves you the bother.
But you're only eating one, so you feel less guilty.
Exactly, and also you go, whoa, look at the size of that sausage.
Five are brilliant. I wanted to get tickets, but I didn't want to go and see them at the O2. I wanted to see them at the Brighton Centre. I wouldn't go and see them at the O2. The Five are great. Sorry, I was talking to the chat there.
I tried to get Lady Gaga tickets earlier and failed.
We can't go to any more big concerts. I'm spent up after the Sabrina Carpenter extravaganza.
Oh, excuse me. Linny doesn't answer the question, actually. Linny says Marty Pello, he did get back with them, but left again. Okay. I said that. I actually said that. What I want to know is, what is the WWWMPB? And a reminder,
maybe
what is
not
the
beef,
wet,
maybe
wet,
it's
wet...
tea you want. You want tea.
Marty Pello.
The
beef.
tea.
Beef.
Spill the tea.
Yeah.
Hot, sweet tea.
So we're going to see Olivia Rodrigo in Hyde Park, along with Last Dinner Party and Girl in Red.
Last Dinner Party were the ones that did that Sweary Sparks type song that I played last weekend.
Like that.
It's amazing.
It's a good song.
They are brilliant. And then I am on a solo adventure to go and see Self Esteem in Brighton.
Oh.
Because Jen's doesn't listen to her, but I love her stuff. So that'll be good. I don't think we've got any others booked. So we were going to try and get Gaga tickets, but
Denied.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man. It's so tough. It's so tough. We'll have everyone earlier at the start of the show. We asked you all to thoughts and prayers for Alistair, who's poorly in hospital.
Turns out we're praying for the wrong
guy.
Problems.
Can I actually ask you to stop any more thoughts and prayers for Alistair? He's had plenty. This guy sat right in front of you now, Jimbo. He needs your thoughts and prayers. He needs candles lit. He needs moments of silence because he didn't get tickets for Lady Gaga. So
ghost hugs, man. Ghost hugs.
Ghost hugs. I'm sorry, brother. And Alistair, just deal with it, mate. Just deal with it.
Well, and as Peter has pointed out in the chat, we're not going to Disney this year either. So it's not till May 26th. So if we can have some thoughts on that as well.
Yeah. So earlier on, we had someone questioning whether, why are we talking about adolescence when there's such bigger question in the world? Actually, same applies for the whole Alistair debacle, doesn't it? Really,
Jim, I'm
cutting you
off. You disgust me. You disgust me. What a disgusting creature. Such a disgusting.
These are strong.
Yeah, Aldi own brand lemon sherbet.
I've just hit the sherbet bin. It's back of my throat.